All right, guys. The next technique and position we're going to show is going to be a variant to get to the backside heel hook position. And, we don't really have a good name for this, but I wanted to call it something, but it was told that can't do that. So, anyway, the reach around. So, we're going to start from the 50-50 with the triangle locked. Again, hips are never lazy, never sitting down. There's no point. All I'm going to do is I'm going to lift my hips and take Adam's foot off the floor, putting it on top of my chest. You can hold the toes. You can do all this wacky nonsense if you feel like it. Just make sure their leg doesn't go anywhere. The problem that you're experiencing right now is I want to get behind and I want to get my back foot involved here, but just step out of that. Like that. And if you rotate more to face me, I'm not really going to be able to take that knee with you. So let's keep on this with me. So by giving that angle, I actually can turn directly to the position. If you guys look for a second, if we switch top to bottom, please. If I'm turning, the more I turn my chest to the open side, the more vulnerable the backside of my body is. The more squared up I am, the less vulnerable the backside of my body is, the more vulnerable I am to the inside cut under. Now, if Adam locks his triangle and tries to reach the backside hook here with his left leg, lock the triangle and do it. The reason that he wants to keep his triangle locked, in the right hand, please. The reason he wants to keep his triangle locked is because if you open the triangle and you do it improperly and you make the backside hook against a good foot locker, I'm going to take a mean crack at your foot. If you can keep the triangle lock covered, you're doing yourself a favor because you're able to be a little bit dynamic even though your foot is in danger position. It's currently covered, so it's vulnerable right now. If you take that away, I will absolutely hurt your leg. If we come back, the reason I can't do that is because Adam's covering it. If he makes a deep triangle and then tries to get to my back leg with that outside triangle foot, it doesn't really work very well. So what's going on is that the ledge and the shelf of my thigh, my femur, is in the way. What Adam wants to do is extend my leg, and I'm sitting down right now just so I can talk to you, but try not to do this in the position. I'm going to sit up, and Adam's going to make my leg straight by putting it in the center of his body. You can do this assertively. You can do this when people try to whip this leg over and Adam just catches it and says no. All that's going on is now my leg no longer has a bend to it. It's no longer a shelf. Adam can easily rotate around my knee, past the backside 50-50, and I'm in a lot of trouble. So you could say that he secured my foot, put it on his chest, and then while maintaining his triangle, reached around behind, executing a jiu-jitsu technique without a name. So if we come back again, which the old side and the old side, with Adam sitting right here, even with his knee bent, I can make it. However, with Adam squaring up, and notice right now, if you guys, if we rotate a little bit to the front side,
so this is square.
That's kind of square. What's happening is this knee being bent actually makes you a little bit vulnerable that way. So what lets you do instead is put your hand over there, your knee over here, and now I can't reach you at all. Does that make sense? If what we want to do is avoid contorting our body in multiple directions. So whether you decide to slide this leg over, like you're going to try to go to leg drag, and I go, hey, stop that, or you're being heavy on this, and you're like, man, I can't for the life of me get it off the ground. I can't cut under. I'm going to lift my hips and put it onto my chest. Now I can rotate my backside hook, pass into my armpit, drop into position, and look to finish. This is going to be one of those obnoxiously strong entries that people with long limbs and flexibility are going to be particularly adept at early on. I think you're going to find a lot of utility in it. It works very well standing. So let's go one last crack. We'll go from the right side. Can't quite make it. Lift, put the foot on your chest. All I've done is now I can adjust my lock below his knee if necessary. I turn, I reclaim his knee, and we're dead to rights here.